say good morning. It's good evening, and welcome. Welcome to the final yoga class for 2020. Hate to be so dramatic about it, but I am going to hit the road and not quite sure where yet. But I know that I need to head out for a bit. And so I wanted to have a class, and it's spirited yoga, because you're just hopefully going to join me in a practice that I do. I have no scheduled postures. We're going to go through, it's going to be at a little faster pace, but hopefully that'll appeal to some and others, maybe not so much. But I chose spirited because the spirit is, I don't know, how can you define it? It's all over the Bible, and its derivation, I think, means wind or breath, and that's so integral to yoga, the breath, and basically the wind. We had a really windy night the other night here. It's such a force. And if you think about it, there's a force that causes the ocean, the waves to come in and out, and the seasons to change. And, just throughout the universe, if we pay attention, we can witness so many forces at work. And I believe that the spirit that dwells within you and me is at work all the time. It's that spirit that enables us to overcome some difficulties and challenges, the tough times, perhaps the times we're in right now, and also the spirit that enables us to delight in all that is good. It's no surprise that alcohol is often referred to as spirits. And so there's a lot of joy behind spirit as well, but it is a force. And I can, only hope that for me, I try to touch base with that spirit. And I believe that the spirit dwells within the soul. And yoga is a practice. It's often said it's the practice of the self, through the self, to the self. And so through the breath, we move our bodies in such a way that we land at a place of stillness where the spirit and the soul dwell together. So tonight, and it will get dark, the candles, I thought would be kind of cool when I think it got dark last night a little after 5, so we'll see. And today a special shout out to all of you. I know that I've hopefully been some help during COVID, guiding some of you who are beginners and some who are experienced yogis. But honestly, you've helped me more because you've grounded me to develop a class or a theme or something each week, and it has been incredibly helpful. There's a lot going on in my life, and really I have treasured this time. But I'd love to give a special shout out to my cousin Helen McConnell, who I believe has gone from just watching this on video to actually getting onto a mat and practicing. I get a kick out of good friends and family who say, "Oh, I just turned it on to see what you're up to." And I'm like, would you get onto the mat, please? So to all of you, and Helen, I love you. So housekeeping. If we find a pillow, find something to sit comfortably, always rooting the sits bones, sinking down, something soft that enables you to feel your sits bones. And then a blanket, maybe in Shavasana, but also under your knees for those that have tender knees. And blow your nose, because we always start with the breath, and any obstruction, blowing your nose is big and helpful. And I don't know if we're going to use a strap, but have it close by. We will be using blocks. So if you have books or a block or that can of tomato, sauce, or anything that enables you to, if you can't touch the floor, bring the floor to you. And we're going to do half moon pose, some of my favorite poses. And we're going to put music on, not soft music. So we're going to kind of move and groove. Alrighty, but before we do, let's come to a comfortable seated pose with your shoulders up, back, and down. That's always the movement. It's up, back, and down. Always away from your ears. With your crown of your head extending always up to enable a straight spine, belly in a wee bit, and rooting down through your sits bones. This enables the breath to really travel up your spine. Think of your spine, which grew in both directions in utero, as the highway. So you're sending your breath, and that's where all the messages to our brain travel. And so enable the spine to be straight. And I invite you to either have your hands in an upward gesture of receiving, whatever comes your way. This is your practice. Let it come in whatever fashion. Go easy on yourself. Be kind and gentle. And if you need a little grounding, feeling a little flighty, feeling a little unstable, with your hands faced down, palms faced down, will give you that feeling of groundedness. And so now, with a straight spine, elongated through the top of your head, I invite you to close your eyes, and we'll begin to slow everything down. With your lips pursed together, begin to inhale through your nose, feeling your belly, rib cage, and lungs expand. Hold it at the top. And then as you exhale, contract your belly, allowing all the air to leave. And find this slow, smooth cadence of the breath, filling up and letting go. And thinking of the breath as the prana, the life force that we mentioned, the spirit, filling you up with everything you need. And then letting go of that which no longer serves. When we slow the breath down, the body begins to relax, the mind slows down. And if you constrict the back of your throat, you come into the audible, the ujjayi breath. It's often referred to as the Darth Vader. But this breath, it's almost as though, well, not almost, it was, our divine creator built in this ability. When we listen and feel our breath, which is available to everyone, free to everyone, the mind slows down. And when the mind slows down, the body relaxes. And when the body relaxes, we get to journey inside. We're told it's an inside job, you know, and when we can still ourselves and connect with the source, the possibilities are endless. So let's do 3 more Ujjayi breaths, slowly allowing the breath, the rib cage and belly to fill up. And then on the exhale, contract your belly. 2 more. And then open your eyes. On the inhale, arms come up. Exhale, allow movement. And let me turn John Mayer down, one of my faves. Inhale, arms come up, reach up through your fingertips. Lightly touch your fingers. Exhale, both arms come down. Last one. Inhale. And let's enjoy, let's have fun. Life can be so heavy. It doesn't always need to be. Placing your left hand palm on the ground. On the inhale, right arm comes up. Reach up, really root down through your sits bones. Reach up and out through your right fingertips. Gaze up, hold your belly in. Breathe. Pressing into your left palm. One more inhale. On the exhale, float right fingertips down as you inhale. Left arm comes up, pressing into your right fingertips. Reach out through your left. Feel it in your hips. Draw your knees down. Really feel this nice stretch in the intercostal, in the hip area. Gaze up. Slowly warming up the body. On your exhale, left hand comes down. Inhale, right hand comes over left knee. Left arm comes behind. Inhale, extend through the crown. On the exhale, twist. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, twist. One more. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, twist. Do an inhale, extend up. On your exhale, left hand comes over on the right knee. Ride your breath. Ooh, I just had a really nice adjustment in my spine. Inhale, your vertebrae. Just allow it, we're moving slowly. Feel everything. Don't push it, but we're just warming up. One more inhale and exhale, gazing over your right shoulder. On your inhale, extend up. Exhale, bring your right hand over. Grab a hold of your left knee. Draw your knees up close. Tuck your chin to your chest on the exhale. Draw your knees down, chin to chest. Feel the opening in the back side of your shoulder. Really curl in and draw your knees down. On your next inhale, release both arms back. You might want to slide off your pillow a wee bit, fingertips facing the wall or the window behind you. On your next inhale, roll onto your knees. Drop your head, not all the way back. Keep some tension in your neck, some stability in your neck. Just inhale and exhale. One more, opening your chest, opening the heart. On your next exhale, come on down. Remove your cushion, bringing everything over to the side. And here, with your feet a little wider than hip width distance, fingertips facing your toes, shoulders up, back, and down. I'm going to come to the side here so you can see. Engage your belly. On your next inhale, come into reverse table. This is one of the Tibetans. On your exhale, come through. We're going to do 4 more. Inhale, extend up. Ride your breath. Exhale all the way through. Motion is lotion. Inhale. Exhale. We've got 2 more to go. Inhale, extend up. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale, extend up. Exhale. Have a seat down, flex your feet, shoulders up, back, and down. This may be a good time to use your strap, actually. So I spoke too soon. If you can't reach your toes, wrap your strap around and pull your elbows in. Here, what we want to do is hinge at the hips before we round the back. So hinge first, lead with your chest, walk your hands down, grab a hold of your ankles, your toes, wherever you are. Maybe you want to put your hadas over your padas. Bend your elbows. Hinge as far as you can go and then round your spine. Relax your belly. This is where gravity and all the work gets done. Breathe into whatever you're feeling. One more inhale and exhale here. On your next inhale, bring your hands behind, point your toes. On your next inhale, reverse plank. Exhale, have a seat. We're gonna do 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, this is called reverse plank. 2 more, toes pointed. Maybe your toes hit the ground, reach up. Exhale. Last one, inhale, press up. Exhale. Draw your knees in. Well, you know, let's come back up to center. We haven't done this in a while. Knees a little wider than hip width distance. Fingertips facing your toes. Shoulders up, back, and down. Take a deep inhale. Extend through the crown of your head. On your next exhale, drop your hips, drop your knees over to your left hip. On the inhale, bring them to center. Exhale, over to the right. Haven't done this because of my knee. Inhale, center. Feeling it, but it's okay. Inhale, exhale. Next time we drop over to the left side, swing your right arm over. Maybe pivoting. Inhale to center. Exhale, left hand. Nice and slow. One more time on this side. Inhale to center. Exhale, breath and movement. Always move with the breath. On your next exhale, left hand swings over. Now, next time we come over to the left side, pop onto your left palm, left knee, extend right arm, right leg. Really reach up, find that nice stretch. Elongating from fingertips to toes. Breathe here, pressing in to your left palm. One more inhale and exhale. Take a deep inhale. On your next exhale, come back to center. Take a deep inhale, pressing over onto your right knee, right palm. Extend, or rather left palm, right palm, I got it. You're extending out through your left fingertips, left toes. And breathe, really press into your palm, into your right palm as you press up. One more inhale and exhale here. On your next exhale, come on back to center. Roll onto your knees and come onto a table. Okay, palms. We always want to make sure when we are in down dog or cat-cow that our thumbs are facing each other. The eyes, this is the eye of your elbow. So you want to turn the eyes of the elbow facing forward and a little bit of like tenting of the fingers. Remember, there's a ladybug on under your palm, right? So this way, it alleviates a lot of the stress in your wrists. Tops of your feet pressing into the mat. On your next inhale, drop your belly, gaze up. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Inhale, ride your breath. Exhale, curl in. This is cat. 2 more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, round your spine. Last one. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, neutral breath. And then an exhale. On your next inhale, extend left arm, right leg in one straight line. Gaze. Engage your core here. Reach out, fingertips to toes. This is where we introduce the term adristi. So find that point of focus. Find something you can really kind of pour your concentration into. Breathe, never holding our breath in yoga. On your next exhale, left palm, right knee to the mat. Inhale, right arm, left leg, as though someone were playing tug of war. Engage your little butt back there. Reach out through your toes and your fingertips. Find your dristi and breathe. One straight line. One more inhale and exhale. On your next exhale, come on back down to the mat. On your next inhale, extend left arm, right leg. Turn your palm, flex your foot, bring them out to the side. Hold it here. Inhale, back to center. Deep breath. Exhale. Flex your foot. Open your palm. Inhale, back to center. 3 more. Exhale, ride your breath because you can. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, flex your foot, palm open. Last one. Take a deep breath. Ride the exhale all the way out to the side. Hold it here for a breath because you can. Inhale to center. Exhale. Take a couple breaths here because I need them. All righty. On your next inhale, right arm, left leg. Really extend it out. On your exhale, turn your palm, bring your leg out to the side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, 3 more. Inhale to center. Flex your foot. Bring it up as high as you can go. Feel it in your hip. Inhale. Exhale, 1 more. Inhale to center. Exhale. Out to the side. Hold it here for a breath. Inhale to center. And exhale. Take a deep inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, sweep up your left arm. Reach up. On your next exhale, dive. Left arm, left ear, shoulder onto the mat. Roll on. Maybe your right leg comes out. And breathe. Feeling the beautiful stretch in your shoulder. Perhaps you take your right arm up and grab a hold of your left thigh, opening your chest, and breathe. Feel the breath moving through your body. Maybe there's an area that's drawing your attention. Let your breath settle there. On your next exhale, come on back to center. Inhale, left arm sweeps up, reaches up. Exhale. Oh wait, did I just do that side? I did. Inhale, right arm sweeps up, reach up. Exhale, bring your right arm, right ear and shoulder to the mat, rolling onto your right knee a wee bit. If it's in your practice, extend out your left leg. Inhale, left arm comes up. Maybe it grabs a hold of your right thigh and opens your shoulder a wee bit. Breathe. 1 more inhale and exhale here. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, bring your left palm, left knee back to meet your right. Let's spread our knees just a little bit different, a little bit wider than hip, and come back. This is child's pose. Always know that whenever you're in yoga, you always, think of this as like home base. So you drop into child's pose wherever you are. Walk your fingertips up, drop your forehead, and take a couple breaths here. On your next inhale, come on back to all fours. Roll over your toes and just bring your knees up. Engage your core. Feel that. Remember, eyes at the elbows coming forward, thumbs facing one another. On your next exhale, drop your knees. Inhale, engage your tummy. Feel it engaged. On your next exhale, drop your heels. Press into your palms. Shake your head yes and no. This is a good time now to
kind of flubber your lips, like who cares what anyone thinks of you, right? I got rid of that a long time ago, I think. Okay, shake your head yes and no. No tension in your neck. On your next inhale, move your right foot into the middle of your mat. On your next exhale, bring your left leg up. Press into your palms to bring your right heel closer to the mat. Drop your head. On your next exhale, open your hip, bend your left, gaze under your right shoulder. Feel that nice opening in your hip. On your next exhale, bring your left leg down. Walk your left leg into the middle of your mat. Inhale, right leg comes up. Press into your palms, drop your left heel onto the mat. Maybe tucking your chin a little bit, really press in to feel the nice stretch in the back of your left leg. On your next inhale, stack your hips, bend your right knee, gaze under your left shoulder. Maybe you can see your foot, maybe you can't. No worries. Just be wherever you are. Take one more inhale breath here. On your next exhale, step, walk, or fly your feet up to the top of your mat. On your next exhale, with your feet hip-width distance apart, you can use 2 fists. Grab a hold of your ankles. Just make sure you're not hyperextending the back of your legs. Just a wee bit of a bend in your knees. Grab a hold of your elbows. Begin to walk your elbows down. Shake your head yes and no. Flubber your lip, or do the horse thing. We hold so much tension in our jaw. So walk your elbows down. Once you get to the far as you can go, let go. Come into ragdoll. Shake your head yes and no. On your next inhale, bring both hands to your hips. Come to a flat back. If I wanted, I could put a tray and put a seat. It'd be like a little table. On your next exhale, bow down. One more. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale. Next one, let's go all the way up. On your next inhale, come on all the way up to stand. So, okay, let's stand. Oh, you like my candles? Kind of right in the center here. Okay, so rooting down through your feet. So feel all 4 corners, maybe raise your toes up. That's always a really good indication that you're getting all 4 corners of your feet. You're not gripping your toes for dear life. So if you raise your toes up, you'll feel all the bones on all 4 corners, heels and on the sides, rooting down. Drop your toes down, ankles touching, knees touching. Draw your kneecaps up, engage your thighs. This is like a lamp post. You're so firmly from the waist down. Remember, this is the root of the tree. This is the trunk. These are the branches. So we're in 2 opposite directions, growing, rooting down, rising up. Both hands on your hips, shoulders up, back, and down. On your next inhale, raise both arms up. Interlace your fingers, biceps alongside your ears. Press up. Take a deep inhale. On your next exhale, just melt over to the left side. Gaze up. Bring your left arm underneath. Right hip forward. Reach up and out. Feel the nice stretch. You should be warmed up a wee bit. Breathe, feel this nice stretch. Each exhale has you coming a little bit deeper down. You're just kind of naturally coming down. We look like a bunch of tulips, I bet, if we were all in class together. Because remember how tulips just kind of, fade over to the right or left? Okay. On your next inhale, come on back to center. Do you like the way I distract? Inhale, reach up through your fingertips, biceps alongside your ear. On the exhale, melt over to the right side, allowing your right elbow to come a wee bit forward as well as your left hip. So you want to stay straight. Reach out through your fingertips. Each exhale has you melting a little bit further down. Extending out on the inhale through your fingertips. Kneecaps pulled up, thighs are engaged. Maybe you notice a difference. Can you just notice it without naming it, without saying it's my good or bad side? Just noticing, and send your breath to wherever it is that you notice. On your next inhale, come on back to center. On your exhale, drop your head, reach up. Pretend your pointer fingers are a Sharpie. Thighs are engaged, kneecaps pulled up. On your next inhale, extend up. Exhale, draw a straight line on the ceiling with your fingers as you bend backward. You're up and over, like you were a pole vaulter. You know, like we all did this in high school, right? Weren't you on the pole vaulting team? I wasn't. Anyhow, up and over. That's what you want. You want it up and over, not just collapsing the lower back. One more breath here. On your next inhale, come to center. Exhale. Float all the way down. This is where we're going to start to have the fun. Inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, drop down. On your next inhale, left foot comes behind, coming down into high crescent lunge. You guys know these poses now. Come down into high crescent lunge, left knee, top of your left foot pressing onto the back. Inhale, shoulders up, back, and down. Really sink down. Feel that nice stretch in the front of your left. On your next inhale, both arms come up, biceps alongside the ear. Reach up through your fingertips. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bow back. On your next exhale, release both hands. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, come back. Maybe forehead comes to your shins. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, come back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, come back. On your next inhale, when you come forward, roll over your left toes. Bring your left knee up. Bring your right knee to the outside and come back into plank. Get situated, palms under shoulders, thumbs facing each other, protecting those ladybugs. You're reaching out through your heels. You don't want to sink like that. You want to really be engaged, kneecaps pulled up, thighs are engaged. Find your drishti. Breathe, holding it here. This is a strengthening pose. It's just like we were in mountain. So our whole body is engaged. On your next exhale, slowly bend your elbows alongside your body. Hover, hover as long as you can. On your next exhale, drop your belly, tops of your feet pressing into the mat. Shoulders, my hands haven't moved. Elbows alongside your chest. On your next inhale, come up. Maybe you can raise your hands. This is Cobra. We want to strengthen our lower back here. Breathe. And you can just test by raising your hands. One more inhale and exhale. On your next exhale, roll over your feet. Now let's press back up, right back up. Exhale. Take 3 breaths here in down dog. On your next inhale, bring your left foot forward. Drop your right knee down. Top of your right foot pressing into the mat. Both hands on your left knee. Find a nice stretch in your right thigh. Hopefully, listen, if I messed up on the sides, make sure you're doing the other side, but hopefully not. On your next inhale, bring both arms up. Reach up. Really extend through your fingertips. Inhale up, exhale, bow back. Gaze up, hold it here because you can. Breathe. On your next exhale, bring both hands down to opposite side of the leg. On the exhale, straighten your left leg, forehead comes to the shins. Inhale, you come forward. Exhale, you come back. Inhale, you come forward. Exhale, you come back. Last one. Inhale, you come forward. Exhale, back. On your next inhale, when you come forward, roll over, bringing your right knee up. Bring your left knee to the outside of your elbow, and then just very slowly bring your left foot back to meet your right, coming into plank. Remember, you're not sinking, you're engaged, kneecaps pulled up, thighs are engaged. If I wanted, I could sit on your back. We'd have a lovely conversation. You'd be like a bench. Thumbs facing each other, palms under shoulders. So on your next exhale, as you very slowly come down, instead of hovering, we're gonna pop right up into upward dog. Gaze up. Exhale, down dog. Take a couple breaths here and down dog. All right, on your next inhale, left leg comes up, points up. On your exhale, stack your hips, gaze under your right shoulder. Maybe you see your left foot. Ride the exhale and your left foot up in between your hands, coming into high crescent lunge. Bring both arms up. Just stay where you are. You guys are doing great. I'm gonna come this way. So both arms are up, parallel to each other. Hold it here. On your next exhale, bring your arms out to the side. Flex your palms, reach out through your palms. Feel the strength. You're really feeling the extension through your right heel. Your left thigh is talking to you at the moment. And breathe. On your next exhale, bring your hands together behind and open. Maybe you can, I'll show you from the side. So you want to open your heart here and breathe. On your next exhale, bring both hands down. And what I'd like you to do is just walk your hands. We're not going to go into down dog. We're going to move over. Okay, but let's do it this way. Your feet are parallel. Maybe your feet, this is a lot of knee sensitivity. So you don't want your feet facing each other. You may want them to the outside to protect your knees. It's really an individual thing, but explore it. On your next exhale, you may need a block here. If you can't touch the mat, bring the mat to you through a block. Placing your right hand in the center. On your next inhale, sweep up your left and breathe. Breathe. Love this song. On your next exhale, bring your left hand down into the center. Inhale. I can't listen to the music, I'll get distracted because then I'd want to sing and you don't want to hear that. So reach up through your right fingertips and breathe. On your next exhale, cartwheel your left, walk your hands towards your right foot. Bring your right foot back to meet your left into down dog. Press here. On your next inhale, raise your right leg up, pressing into your palms. Gaze under your left shoulder. Perhaps you can see, opening your hip. On your next exhale, bring your right foot up in between your hands. Inhale, come to high crescent lunge on the opposite side and breathe. Reach up, your arms are parallel to each other. Biceps alongside your ear, really reaching out, butts engaged, thighs are engaged, kneecaps are pulled up. Breathe. On your next exhale, float both arms down, reach out. Try to put a a palm print on the wall on opposite side. Feel like you can touch it with your palm. Really feel that nice stretch in your arms, the inner arms. And breathe. On your next exhale, bring your hands behind. Interlace your fingers. Open your heart and gaze up. Your right thigh is talking to you right now. How are you answering it? It's hard to stay in a pose for a while. Breathe. On your next exhale, bring both hands down and now walk your feet back up into center. Keeping your feet, mindful of your feet, we're going to come down into goddess pose. So with your feet now coming out to the side, shoulders up, back, and down, and now drop into it. Place your hands on your thighs and breathe. Lovely pose, I know, but we're doing wonderful things for the inside, for our thighs, strengthening the thighs, holding it here. On your next exhale, left elbow comes down onto left, and now reach up with your right fingertips, holding it here, and breathe. On your next exhale, drop your right elbow onto your right thigh and reach up with your left fingertips, gazing, and breathe. One more inhale and exhale. On your next exhale, arms come into cactus. You can do it. Breathe. Don't grip your feet onto the mat. 3 more deep ujjayi breaths because you can. 2 more. One last breath here. On your next exhale, bring your hands down, pivot your feet all the way back to center, where your feet are ankles touching, and we're going to come right into Utkatasana. Your thighs are ready for it. On your next inhale, with your knees touching, toes touching. So here in Utkatasana, you want to sit down. What we don't want is that, and we don't want that. We want that nice straight spine, biceps alongside your ears, and breathe. 3 more breaths here because you can. You've strengthened your thighs in those last poses, and breathe. 1 more deep ujjayi breath. On your next exhale, drop your head, shake your legs out, and feel. We're going to go down 1 more time with a twist in Utkatasana. So here we are. On your next inhale, as your knees come together, belly is engaged. Ride the inhale up. On your exhale, bring your hands into prayer. Inhale, right elbow comes to the outside of your left knee and gaze up and breathe. On your next inhale, bring both arms up. On the inhale, ride it. Exhale, hands come into prayer. Left elbow to the outside of right knee. Twist and gaze. Really feel it. You're working your legs today. On your next inhale, and the music's so good, right? On your next exhale, shake your head yes and no. Shake your knees out. Hands on your hips, and come on up to stand. We're going right back down. Take a breath here. So wherever you are, come to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bow to the earth. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, bow to the earth. Left leg comes back, right leg into down dog. On your next inhale, one last flow. Left leg comes up, open your hip, gaze under. On your next exhale, bring your left knee up, coming into pigeon. So I'm gonna come down here because we're gonna stay on the floor now. So coming into pigeon with your left knee This may be where you want a cushion to the outside of your left hip. With my knee issue, this comes in handy. So, sorry guys. It's a good song too, right? Okay. Oh my. Okay, so left hip. If you don't need a cushion, that's okay. Your left knee is bent, coming in. So we've come from down dog, bringing your left knee up. On your next inhale, reach up. If you want, for those that, I did get some requests to make it a little more challenging. So inhale, reach up. On your next exhale, as you come down, bend your right leg and reach up. Press your right knee into your right palm. Bring your left arm up and breathe. But you're pressing your palm, your foot into the palm of your hand. You're not pulling your knee close. You're actually pressing back and reaching forward, opposite direction. You can be here. If you're in pigeon, rest of you want to stay, just stay there. In pigeon, you can walk your hands. This is a beautiful hip opener. Come down onto your elbows. Do the one potato, two potato, and rest your forehead. Both poses are wonderful. Let's take a few breaths here, wherever you are. Okay. You guys have to let me know if you like this music better than the flutes. All right, on your next inhale, walk your hands back, roll over your right, bring your right leg up. If you've been in, if you were bound, drop your hand, your foot, bring your knee up, and with your left knee still bent, as though you had a spoon attached, begin to stir. You don't have to go into a full down dog. You're extending out through your right heel, and now reverse. You just stirred your soup. On your next exhale, press back. Inhale, right leg comes up. Stack your hips, bend your right knee, gaze under your left shoulder, open your hip. On your next exhale, with your right knee bent, bring it up in between your hands. Coming into pigeon, if that's where you are. If you want to catch a bind, as they say, inhale, left arm comes up and over, bend your left foot, your left knee rather, and grab a hold of your foot. Bring your right arm up and breathe and try to balance. It's a real trick, I'll tell you. Whoopsie, I can't do it. So I'm gonna go into pigeon, but if you guys, whoever is in a bind on that side, keep up with the bind. On your next exhale, just walk your hands forward, come onto your elbows, one potato, two potato, or drop your head. And this is where we've hinged, and then you relax your belly and let gravity really stretch the muscles and breathe. On your next inhale, come on up. Walk your hands back. If you have a cushion, remove that. Roll over your left foot. Come on up. Now, with the spoon attached to your right knee, begin to stir in one direction. Core is engaged. Kneecaps pulled up on the left leg. Reverse. And on your next exhale, come on back into down dog. Take a breath here. On your next inhale, let's drop to the knees with your feet a little bit wider than hip width distance, as though you had pockets here. Shoulders up, back and down, remember. Thighs, kneecaps pulled up. On the next inhale, reach up and exhale over. Now we did this in standing at the beginning of class. Now you should be a little more warmed up. If you want to take it further, roll over, I should have told you, roll over your heels and now release your left hand, grab a hold of your left heel. Inhale, right hand comes around. Drop your head all the way back. Press into your thighs, your belly, and breathe. Through your nose, sips of air. One more, inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, bring your hands back to your lower back. It's as important how we come out of a pose than how we come into it. Bring your feet around, coming onto a seated pose here. And now it's rock and roll time. Okay, shoulders up, back and down, core is engaged. Either your hands in front or behind, and let's roll. Let's massage the spine, the lower back. Just find wherever you land on your hip, sits bones. That was a great song. Okay, so we're going to shoulders up, back and down. This may be where you are. You can keep your toes down here, or extend your toes, arms out to the side, core is engaged. Let's. Okay, look at this is hard, so we're not even gonna talk. We're just gonna listen. Oh, I got one. Let's bring our hands to both sides as we're dancing. I've never done this before, but how long is this song? Okay, 3 more breaths. Okay, that was fun. Okay, just roll a little bit, and then let's come into shoulder stand. Now I can't turn this off. Okay, but you get the point, right? You want to engage the core. All right, so roll back. Let's first do this. Let's do bridge. Remember, you're just doing what I do, like sometimes come down here and play. Feet hip width distance, shoulders down, core engaged. Inhale, raise up. Bring your hands underneath. Roll onto your shoulders. Chin tucked. Inhale, reach up. Feel your thighs pressing up. This is a good pose as you breathe to watch your belly rise on the inhale. Because we're reverse breathers, a lot of us. I certainly was. On your next exhale, let go. Come on down. Take a neutral breath here. We're going to go back up. For those that do wheel, you know what to do. For the rest of us, follow my lead. On the inhale, press into your palms, soles of your feet. Roll onto your shoulders. Interlace your fingers. Walk your feet maybe a little closer in. On your next inhale, raise your left leg. Put your sole print on the ceiling. Breathe. Hold it here. On your next exhale, bring your left foot back. Inhale, right foot comes up. Press into your left to come up a little higher. Put your right sole print on the ceiling and breathe. One more, inhale and exhale. On your next exhale, bring your right back to meet your left. Release. Come on down. Draw your knees up. Roll back a wee bit. And now just pull your hands under your bum and bring your legs up as though coming onto your shoulders. Tuck your chin into your chest and reach up through your toes. Let's flex and point. You can't see my toes, but you know what a flex and a point is. And breathe. On your next exhale, begin to drop slowly your feet over your head. Release your hands so they come to both sides, and maybe flex your feet as you press back. Chin is tucked, a little hard to talk, and breathe. This is a really nice lower back stretch. On your next exhale, begin to very slowly wind down. Taking an inhale and an exhale. And we're gonna hover. That's my new word today. Hover. Feel the spirit within. Because you can. Hover just a couple more breaths. On your next exhale, drop your right leg. Inhale, left knee comes up. Interlace your hands below your left knee. Pull your left knee, avoiding your rib cage into your left shoulder. And breathe. Really grip it in. On your next exhale, take your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Drop it over to the right. Gaze down onto your left arm. And breathe. On your next inhale, using your core, drop your left leg down. Inhale, right leg comes up. Interlace your fingers a couple inches below your knee, avoiding your rib cage, pulling into your right shoulder. On your next exhale, take your left hand to the outside, extend your right arm. As you drop your right knee, more important to keep your shoulders on the mat than it is to touch your knee to the ground. Keeping your shoulders, it's a nice twist. On your next inhale, bring your right knee back. Extend, let's pull both knees up. Give yourself a big hug. Drop your head back, pull both knees in. Self-love says, I love you. Self-care says, prove it. And so you've played with me today and proven that you are taking the time out for self-care. On your next exhale, drop both legs down. And let's make your way into Shavasana. Hate to turn off old Herbie Hancock, but we're going to come into quiet. Back to the flutes. So here, when you make your way, you know, Shavasana is such an important pose. It really is. I hope a few of you haven't gotten up and run to check your phone or what have you. It's all going to be waiting, you know, finding that place. You know, I can hear all the crickets outside. It did get dark. And just follow your breath. I love to envision my breath like a flashlight as it just moves over the body.
And whatever the light lands on, breathe into that space. Breathe into that. Travel with your breath. Each exhale has you sinking a little bit further in to the mat. Your bones getting a little heavier. Each inhale is almost untying the knots, and the exhale just lays it all open. Something I wrote when I was for my grandchildren, because I am trying to bring yoga into their life. And we're always saying, shh, quiet, quiet the mind, quiet the body. And so it goes, shh, breathe quiet into your mind. Listen to silence. Feel the stars pulsing and tingling within your body. Be still. The Spirit of God is talking to you. Wiggling your toes and feeling that sensation, feeling that movement, and delighting that you can feel that you can isolate that toe, that muscle, and send your attention there. A traveler in the body. And making your way in whatever way suits you. I invite you to come back to a seated pose so that we can end our time together in the manner in which we started. On your next inhale, slowly bring both arms up, fingertips touching. On the exhale, palms come together in prayer, landing in heart center. The divine bows with such joy and gratitude to the divine in all of you for allowing me, trusting me to guide you through this sacred practice. Namaste. God bless. Have a beautiful Thanksgiving and Christmas and Hanukkah and whatever you celebrate. May we always be united in spirit. And I look forward to seeing you all in 2021. So take care.